Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double time.
Canica 127 Sports presents the Fictional Piston Cup Series from Florida International Speedway for tonight's AMD Radeon Duels. The significance of these duels is that you have a chance to be part of the 40-car field in the Florida 500 by racing your way in through these twin duels. Let's take a look at our starting grid. In row 1, Jackson Storm with last year's winner of Duel 1, Brandon Powercar in the 48 Revolting car. In row 2, Gogo Logano with last week's winner, Jay McPillar. In row 3, Tango Speedstar with teammate Master Dragon 4000. In row 4, Michael Roders, one of the 8 racers trying to get into the Florida 500, with Rowdy Bush in the 8HTV car. In row 5, Richie Gunzit with Herb Kerbler. In row 6, Jim Reverick with William Byrev in the 24 Shifty Drug car. In row 7, Bubba Wheelhouse with Bobby Swift in the 19 Octane Game car. In row 8, Flipped Over with Marcus Prenzlow. In row 9, Tim Treadless with the 2024 Florida 500 winner, Conrad Camber. In row 10, Ryan Laney with Todd Marcus trying to make his second Florida 500 start. And starting in row 11 are Brian Spark and Terry Cargas trying to get into the Florida 500 after that terrible crash last year in this exact race. Our weather for tonight is a cool 56 degrees Fahrenheit with 7-mile-per-hour winds from the north and clear skies. Here's our race analysis: 6 laps, 15 miles around the 2.5-mile track with 31 degrees of banking in the turns and 19 degrees in the front straightaway, and pit road speed is 55 miles per hour. The pace car is off of the pits. Meanwhile, Brandon Powercar and Jackson Storm will lead the field to the green flag. Here we go for duel number 1. The green flag is in the air. We're underway here in Florida. Now you see on the left of the screen, the ones with the star on the left of their name. They're the ones that are trying to get into the Florida 500. Currently, there's like about 4 of them. Alright, with these 4 racers, they're going to have to try to make some moves so he can get up to the top, so he can beat the ones that are in duel number 2, so he can get into the Florida 500. Now you're seeing Tango Speedstar being pushed by the number 39, Michael Roders. Master Dragon 4000 behind the number 39. Master Dragon 4000 is a pretty good Superspeedway racer since he won at Talladega last year, and also he almost won the Florida 500. Tango Speedstar in the lead against number 20 Jackson Storm, and the number 56 has never even raced at these type of racetracks. Now you're right along with number 12 Ryan Laney. As you can see, switched by the number 6 of Marcus Prenzler and William Byrev. With these type of races, you're playing chess at 190 miles per hour, even 200. So you gotta make a move to lose the lead on the final lap once you get the checkered flag, or even cause a big accident. Last year there was a terrible accident on the final lap with Terry Cargas and the number 33 of Ed Trunken. Ed Trunken will race on the second duel. Now you're seeing Gogo Logano currently sitting in 6th place, and the fastest lap will go to Brian Spark, currently sitting in 16th place. Side by side for the race lead, Michael Roders and Tango Speedstar. Master Dragon 4000 in the middle, trying to either push the number 39 of Michael Roders or the 56 of Tango Speedstar. Master Dragon 4000 got loose with Richie Gunson and Jackson Storm. Being in the middle, they're just You're just stressed most of the time if you're just in the middle, not knowing when to make your move correctly or not. Richie guns it behind the number 39 of Michael Rotors. And we come back to the final 3 laps to go here at Florida for duel number 1. For third place, Richie guns it at 1000. Guns it, one of the open racers, as I said earlier, the ones in the star, are trying to get in the Florida 500 side by side for the race lead. Michael Rotors and Tango Speedstar. Speedstar trying to hold up against number 39. Michael Rotors might have been a great super speedway racer. Now are 3 wide. Master Dragon 4000, Michael Rotors, and Tango Speedstar. Speedstar is dropping back like a rock falling down in the pond. Master Dragon 4000 trying to take the lead against number 39, Michael Rotors. Now you're coming back to the stripe with 2 laps to go in Florida. The fastest lap is still going to Brian Spark. You don't know who's going to get the fastest lap because you're mostly drafting the car or up in the front without any cars. You're just getting clean air instead of dirty air. I'm not sure if dirty air exists at Superspeedways. Anyways, you're looking at Richie Gunzid, and now you're focusing on Tango Speedstar, trying to make a move against number 39 of Michael Rotors. Master Dragon 4000 trying to play it safe, trying to stay behind his teammate. That's some teamwork. Master Dragon 4000 behind the number 56 of Tango Speedstar. They're coming back to the stripe, trying to get the white flag. Todd Marcus is not doing well. He's going to have to try to make some desperate moves to get into the Florida 500. Anyways, the white flag's out. Last lap here at Florida for duel number 1. Tango Speedstar is now the quickest lap on the racetrack. Tango Speedstar in the lead against number 39, Michael Rotors. Master Dragon 4000 is going to try to go behind the number 56, but I'm not sure that's a good idea because you might cause an accident and bring out the caution, which will pause your scoring position. Here comes the number 39 of Michael Rotors in the lead against number 56 of Tango Speedstar. Now into turn 3 and turn 4 for the final time. Will this be it? Michael Rotors is going to try to win into the Florida 500. Now here he come out of turn number 4 into the tri-oval. Well, it's too late for the number 56 of Tango Speedstar. Michael Rotors is going to win his way into the Florida 500. Congratulations to Michael Rotors for winning the first AMD Radeon Duel here in Florida. Great job for the number 39, including the number 56 of Tango Speedstar. I feel like Master Dragon 4000 is upset with himself on the radio, just shaming himself for not helping out the 39 on trying to get the race win. But hey, this is not even a points race. You're just winning. This is just a qualifying race. So we're seeing who will get into the Florida 500. Here are the official results. Ryan Lane is the fastest car in Duel 1 with a lap time of 46.857 seconds and an average speed of 192.074 miles per hour. That concludes Duel 1, and we'll be right back in a bit for Duel 2. Welcome back to the AMD Radeon Duels from Florida International Speedway. We're ready to fire up the engines and drop the green flag for Duel 2 to conclude who will be part of the 40-car field for the 2026 Florida 500. Now let's take a look at the starting grid for Duel 2. In row 1, Cruz Ramirez with a Shea Hollis, a past Duel winner in the 68 N2 Ocola car. In row 2, Steve LePage with JP driving the 84 Apple car. In row 3, Rich Nixon with Chase Raceline the 9 car. In row 4, Lightning McQueen with Ref Rogers trying to enter the Florida 500. In row 5, Sheldon Shifter with Punchy Wipeout, also with the same objective as Rev Rotigist. In row 6, the champion Carl Reeves with Daniel Swervis in the 7 Octane game car. In row 7, Chris Rowan with last year's second duel winner Colin Barton in the 32 Amazon Prime car. In row 8, Ed Truncan in the 33 Mode Springs car with Nick Shift in the 93 car. In row 9, Cal Weathers with Shane Van Gaskenbergen in the 97 RPM car. In row 10, Eric Baker with Spiky Phillips in the 117 car, trying to make the Florida 500. And starting in row 11 are veterans Rex Revler and Speedy Comet. Our forecast and race analysis are the same. A cool 56 degrees Fahrenheit with 7 mph winds from the north and clear skies. 6 laps, 15 miles around the 2.5 mile track with 31 degrees of banking in the turns and 19 degrees in the front straightaway. And payroll speed is 55 miles per hour. The pace car is heading to the pits for the second time tonight. Meanwhile, Cruz Ramirez and H.J. Hollis will lead the field to the green flag. Here we go. The second duel is underway here at Florida. Unlike the last duel, there was 4 racers. Now there's 3 racers trying to enter the Florida 500. Ed Truncan moved to the bottom, as you've seen a few seconds ago. Now you're looking at Cruz Ramirez having a huge lead against number 60 of H.J. Hollis and the 34 Steve LePage. Colin Barton has no drafting help. He's going to have to try to find a drafting partner. He's going to try to push someone else or fall back through the rest of the field. Cruz Ramirez leads the first lap of the second AMD Radeon duel. 5 to go. H.J. Hollis behind the number 51 of Cruz Ramirez. Now, whoa! The 36 of Rich Mixon almost turning over 51 of Cruz Ramirez. Ramirez tried to move to the bottom to block number 36 of Rich Mixon, but instead Mixon is trying to battle against number 51 of Cruz Ramirez. Eric Breaker is just moving left and right. He is trying to draft the number 80 of Rex Revler so he can go against number 97 and the others. Meanwhile, there's a gap between Chase Racela and Lightning McQueen. Now coming back to the stripe, who's going to lead lap number 2 will be Rich Mixon or Cruz Ramirez, and it's going to be Ramirez with a scoring of 0.00 seconds. I don't know what's the actual margin, but that's what I see in the computer. Now right along the number 95 Lightning McQueen. To the left, you're seeing the number 11 Chris Roman and Cal Weathers. Lightning McQueen's not doing well tonight. Yesterday he was complaining of a bad vibration, so he did some garage repairs and he almost missed qualifying. But luckily he was able to clock a lap. Now you're seeing a battle for the lead. Rich Mixon and Cruz Ramirez. It's been like that for like about 2 laps. Now coming back to the stripe, Ramirez will lead another lap again, or it'll be Rich Mixon. That's Ramirez. We're close to 3 laps to go, and now we're to 3 laps to go. Spiky Phillips with a fast lap on the track. He's highlighted in blue, like I said, on duel number 1. Everyone is 3 wide. I'm not starting to like that because someone could try to touch another racer and then the entire field will blow up. Ramirez in the lead against number 36 of Rich Mixon. It's pretty calm right now. Contact the number 117, turns the number 93 of Nick Shift, and then turns Cal Weathers and a few other racers. The caution is out, and we have more racers spinning. Lightning McQueen runs over to number 90, a Punchy Wipeout, and goes over. Golly. Chris Roman is stuck in turn number 4. Lightning McQueen with a lot of damage in the front. He's gonna head to the garage and more trouble at Drunken. The 117 of Spiky Phillips and number 97 of Shane Van Gaskerbergen. We said there was contact with the number 93 of Nick Schiff to end the 117 of Spiky Phillips. We're gonna look at it again. It was pretty common until the 117 car got impatient, just turned to number 93, then the 42 and others. Number 21 almost went airborne. Then he just turned into the wall, hit the safer barrier hard. Hollenberg is just riding the wall like he kind of lost steering or something else. The 11 of Chris Roman. I wonder how he got stuck through that banking. Look at it again. Hitting the wall at like 180 miles per hour. That's pretty bad. If it was in 2001, that would be worse. Here's what happened under caution. Either Daniel Suarez or Punchy Wipeout might have turned Chase Racela into the straightaways before they headed into the tri-oval. Lightning McQueen might have had some brake issues, then just ran over to number 90 and then turned him over once. This is unexpected. Lightning McQueen run over a car and then turns over. Feel bad for Punchy Wipeout. I believe he's going to miss out on the Florida 500 for the second year in a row. Cal Weathers was spinning behind them while all that calamity is happening. Alright, here's a look at what happened again under caution. While heading into turn number 1. Ed Truncan was hitting on the brakes, and then the 117 of Spiky Phillips just ran over the number 33, and then the 97 just ran over through the rear of the 117 car. Spiky Phillips might be one of the most chaotic racers so far tonight. Just ruined the number 97's night. Here's a look from the helicopter. Felt like a NASCAR big one. Now you're running off the number 11 of Chris Roman. Can't stop talking about the 21. Just hitting that wall hard. There's an onboard Colin Bargan. Now Lightning McQueen. This is where more trouble happens in front of them under caution. Runs over to number 90. Well, we've heard from the number 90 of Punchy Wipeout, he is okay. He's gone back on all fours and gone through the infield care center. That was Daniel Suarez. Now we were going to ride along with the number 9 Chase Racela. Alright, we're going to step aside for a bit since we're under caution here at Florida International Speedway. Welcome back to Florida International Speedway. We're ready to go back green next time by. The lights are off the pace car right there. And we're about to do a 2-lap shootout of overtime. So if the leaders get the white flag, the next flag will end the race. Doesn't matter if it's a caution or the checkered flag. And if they wreck before they get the white flag, we're going to have to restart again. And that's what it said on the right of the screen. same overtime rules as last year and the year before that. Let's hope we could have a green flag finish, otherwise if the race ends under caution, we're going to have some controversy through everybody watching this race. And here are the cars involved on the lap 4 big one. Eric Baker, Daniel Suarez, Chase Raceluck, Chris Roman, Speedy Comet, Colin Bargan, Ed Truncan, Cal Weathers, Rex Revler, Punchy Wipeout, Nick Shift, Lightning McQueen, Shane Van Gassenbergen, and Spiky Phillips all crashed on lap 4. And also 5, well, the caution came out. Now we're going beyond lap 5, and the 76 of Rev Rodgers is going to join the field. He is not quitting this race. And also, I forgot to mention that the backstretch has been paved since that crash happened with Ryan Preece in 2023 in the Coke 0400, and also last year's first dual race. Anyways, we're ready to restart double file right there. And on the left pylon screen, you're seeing that Spiky Phillips still has the fastest lap on the track. And unfortunately, Shane Van Gaskenbergen, Speedy Comet, Lightning McQueen, Colin Bargan, and Punchy Wipeout are out of the race. Punchy Wipeout is immediately eliminated from entering the Florida 500, along with Todd Marcus. Those two veterans are pretty unhappy. Maybe because it's either the lack of speed or one racer's fault. Anyways, the pace car is heading back to the pits. Here we go. Overtime restart number 1 is underway here at Florida. A brave start for the number 51 of Cruz Ramirez and the 36 of Rich Mixon. Cruz Ramirez is trying to win this race against the number 36. H.J. Hollis might peek out and try to win this race. Or 84 JP Drive. JP Drive to the bottom without any drafting help, along with the number 86 of Carl Reeves. Now he's behind the number 92 of Sheldon Shifter. Cruz Ramirez in the lead. Oh, the 84 looks like he's building speed. Now H.J. Hollis is getting help from the number 84. H.J. Hollis trying to get his way up to the top. Now he's side by side with the number 51 of Cruz Ramirez. Ramirez is trying to defend against number 68, and but she's asking for drafting help from the number 36 of Rich Mixon, but Richmond is trying the best as he could. Now H.J. Hollis is going to try to take the white flag. Here we go. White flag's out. Last lap here in Florida for the second duel. H.J. Hollis is going away from the number 51 of Cruz Ramirez, but instead the 51 is on the rear of the number 68. JP Drive is challenging the number 68 after helping him out. Alright, let's see if we can still keep it green here. Now into turn 3 and turn 4 for the final time. JP drives in the back of the number 68. He's trying to make a slingshot move so he can try to beat the number 68. But I'm not sure that will work because it's a bit too late for the number 84 JP Drive. Now into the tri-oval. H.J. Hollis is going to win duel number 2 here at Florida International Speedway. Congratulations to H.J. Hollis for winning duel number 2 here at Florida. Great job for the number 68. But this race was full of chaos unlike duel number 1. And let's hope this chaos stays in this race. Here are the official results. JP Drive is the fastest car of Duel 2 with a lap time of 47.360 seconds and an average speed of 190.034 miles per hour. Unfortunately, flipped over, Todd Marcus, Ref Rodages, and Punchy Wipeout will have to pack it up because they did not make it to the 2026 Florida 500. Tune in on Wednesday, February 11th for the Florida 500 starting at 5:30 p.m. Eastern and 2:30 p.m. Pacific. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This is the Candy Cat Hearn 27, signing out.